I've got two containers, two vertical containers with some contraption equipment on top. What is happening in those containers that changes my water?
And so typically there's about 9 manufacturers of single tank electric softeners, and all the softeners in the world. If you go to the phone book, there's 75 companies. Nobody under 90 reads the phone book anymore. Go to the internet, there's about 7,000 companies. Waltz into a public home and garden show, about 75 companies.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, there's only 9 factories that make them. And what they have is typically a whole house cation exchange system. There's a great big tank or a vessel, has a little plastic bead that's called a resin, and it has an attraction or affinity for the cations in the water. The principal cations would be the water hardness. Calcium and magnesium reacted with carbon dioxide to flow.
So these little resin beads, all by themselves, no electric charge, no magnetic charge, no nothing. They just attract the hardness out of the water molecule?
Correct. And so it's kind of like
that work?
So it's kind of like if you have a magnet, drag it around the yard, and iron filings grab on. As water comes in, the hardness ions attach to the bead, and the water runs out. The problem is, no matter how large or small, it's one vessel. So when it's done, it lets crap nasty water back in the home.
Okay.
And then there's a clock on the top that controls a valve. And at 2 o'clock in the morning is the default cleaning time. It reaches into an adjacent or surrounding tub. And in the tub, it has sodium chloride, potassium chloride, or hydrochloric acid. They're just simply salt. Salt and water clean the resin, and fresh water rinses the salt down the drain. So I use the metaphor, it's like your laundry. Put in the dirty clothes. Soap and water cleans the clothes. Fresh water rinses soap down the drain. No soap comes out with the clothes. Same thing with a softener. No salt goes in the house. If salt goes in the house, Houston, you got something wrong. You need to call your company.